So what is this game called Terraria? Well, I'm going to try and give you a brief overview here. I've already got a world set up that I've been doing a lot of stuff in. So the way I would describe it is a lot of the things that you dreamed about doing as kids you can do in this game. You can, dig to the center of the earth and see what's down there. You can craft weapons out of the stuff that you find. Fight a bunch of different enemies. And grab tons of loot and armor and make your little dude as cool as possible. So, this is not what you would see when you normally start out. I am already about 800 feet down into the world, so actually what I'm going to do right here is just go back up and show you what's going on. So, I have crafted a grappling hook, and can use that to make going back upstairs faster. So there's all these different kinds of blocks that you're seeing as we go up here. And brown ones are dirt. The gray ones are stone. I'm going to have to fight this worm here. If the pickaxe hits him in the head, he's dead. Otherwise, you got to hit him in the body a bunch of times. Now, he should come back and try and get me again. But sometimes they go away. Alright, we're not going to worry about it right now. It doesn't quite reach. So you use your mouse to point where you want to go with your grappling hook, or... There we go. Ah! Fail. There we go. Or if you're using a ranged weapon, you use your mouse to point where you want to go with that. See? The dark brown is mud. Oh gosh, that's a bat. Gotta get my sword out. I'm gonna jump down and make him come to me. That's a skeleton down there with a mining helmet on. An undead miner. There's a mother slime that splits into two baby slimes when you kill it. We're gonna skip all that stuff for now. There we go. What I need to do is make a more direct path. Because what happens is you dig down into the world and you find all these caves, and that's your easy way to get down instead of just, mining straight into the ground. But now that I have a golden pickaxe, it's going to be actually a whole lot easier to mine straight down than it was before. So that's kind of the next thing that I'm going to do, is dig straight down from my home base. So you saw down there, I had a home base down there. I had a bed and some other items, which you'll see upstairs. Whoa, here he comes. Come back. I will kill you. You will not kill me. Oh. Chicken out. Come on, dude. If you don't want to fight me, that's fine. Just leave me alone. Oh, here he comes. Well, how much more boring could you get than a worm that runs away from you? It's not the most exciting thing in the game, that's for sure. Alright. See, this orange stuff is copper. It's glowing now. That's something they changed in the recent patch, so it's easier to find the minerals that you need to make stuff. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong way. And the reason they did that is silver is approximately the same color as stone. It has a different pattern to it, so you could figure out, hey, this is silver. But it was easy to miss some silver if you weren't paying attention. But now that it glows and twinkles, it's going to be a whole lot easier to find what you're looking for. So that's a treasure chest I found. I think I've already gotten everything out of it. Let's see, right click. Yep, got everything out of it. So we're probably about halfway back up, but the tunnel is a lot more straight when we get up there. Come on. There we go. So there was actually some silver or something up there that I mined out with my grappling hook. I just hooked on to the side and to the ceiling. Gosh, they've had so much stuff. This is my third base, but there's no bed there, so I can't spawn there. So I basically have one at each level of the world so far. So see, the blue jellyfish. 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 And if you don't know who sings that song, shame on you. I got a glow stick! So another thing they changed is, so I got these torches, right? So I can see into the dark world, and I've planted a bunch of them along the way. But it didn't really make sense that you could use torches underwater. I mean, you couldn't set a torch underwater, but if you were holding it, it would still work. But now it doesn't. But they've added glow torches, or glow sticks. So, alright, here's the part that's a little more straight. Come on. Alright, now we know we're really on our way back up. Nope, it's not to the right, it's to the left. To the left, to the left, to the right. So that's what bugs me, is getting back up. It takes forever because I have to keep going to the side. Alright, now this is a demon altar, which is fairly high up in the world. You don't want to attack it or do anything like that. You can make special stuff there. So if I had a bunch of lenses from the demon eyes, which are up in the overworld, I could take them down and make something that will summon a boss. So you get to choose when you're going to fight a boss. I mean, there are tougher enemies. You know, there's different toughness of enemies. But when it comes to bosses, you get to decide when you want to fight them. So I think that's pretty sweet. So you can see it's getting green here. That's the grass from the overworld has grown down into the cave. Come on. Bah, humbug. We have to make this a little smoother to come up from. There we go. And you probably heard the music change. It's a little happier now. Because you're a little bit safer in this region. I mean, you'll see some enemies, but once you've got some armor and stuff, the enemies here are not too hard. So there are the hotbar at the top does have numbers, so you can flip through stuff there instead of clicking. But the number, what, 8? No. 0 is way over on the other side of the keyboard, so I usually end up clicking instead. So this is my home base that I've built. So what you want to do when you first start out is take your axe. You've got a pickaxe and an axe. And you want to take your axe and chop down a bunch of trees. And that gives you wood. Now I was first confused because I knew you needed to turn stone block into stone bricks in order to build a house. So I thought maybe you had to do something similar with wood, but you don't. So you just take the wood straight from the trees and start building. And make your first house. Now what you do need is a background too. So you can make that out of wood. That does require some construction at your workbench, which is right here. Then you can make wood walls, which go in the background, and that prevents monsters from spawning in this area. So basically monsters can't just get into your house. There is one way they can get in, but that's a whole nother story. So pretty much this place is safe, and these are all non-player characters, NPCs, that you can talk to. See, she will heal me. This guy will let me buy stuff from him, and he will buy stuff from me. So, like, let's say... It's also a good way to get rid of stuff. The stone block is worthless, but you can just give it to him if you want to get it out of your inventory. I got, like, way too many torches here, so I'm gonna just get rid of those and put the 99 stack up there. I could sell these other things, but I actually want them. So I'll kind of explain what some of these things are as we go. So we got a demolitionist because I found some grenades, I think, and once I found the grenades and built a room for him, then he showed up. This is kind of what I made into my bedroom, so I'm gonna right-click on the bed, and now my spawn point is set to here. So when I quit or when I die, I'll come back here instead of to the base down below. Here's my piggy bank, where I'm trying to stash all my money. Because when you do die, you do lose half your money. It stays there, so if you can get back there, you can get it. That's basically the deal with that. So I'm going to take my gold and my copper and my silver. And one thing you can do, I'm going to take the stacks of 100 out, and then I can craft. So I can take the 100 silver and turn it into a gold coin, and then put that on there, and take the 100 copper and turn it into a silver coin, and put that on there. So when I do want to buy stuff, I'm gonna have to take the stuff out of the piggy bank. But for now, it's okay. I've got pretty much everything I need. So as you go, you can keep building your house out of wood, or make it out of stone, or make it out of a bunch of other kind of bricks you can make. So then each one of these things here allows you to make different stuff. So here I can take the ore that I found, let's say the copper ore, hold down the right mouse button, and I just made 12 copper bars out of it. And I can put that there. Silver bar takes 4 ore, so I'm only going to be able to make 3 of those. I'm getting close to my 75, which I need to make a full set of silver armor. Gold bar also takes 4, and I've got 28, so I'm going to be able to make 7 of those. So now I have 18. And iron bar takes 3, so I'm going to be making a ton of that. Alright. Let's see. So I can make sticky glow sticks out of gel from the slimes, plus a glow stick. So they would stick in the water, or stick on the sides of a water area, just like a torch sticks to a non-water area. So I think I'm just going to turn all my glow sticks into sticky glow sticks. So here I can make gray brick out of 2 stone blocks, and that's kind of how I've been building my houses, is out of gray brick. I'm going to go ahead and do that, just turn all that stuff. And cobwebs turn into silk, but I think you only need silk for making beds. At least that's all I've seen so far. I guess I can go look at the wiki. Yeah, I don't know. but I can turn my cobwebs into some silk. Now one thing, like, I want to drop this, let's say, but I just end up picking it back up again. See? So that's one reason for selling worthless stuff to the vendor, is it gets rid of it permanently. So, in order to make a house, you gotta make complete walls. Now, it can include wooden platforms, but the monsters can get through wooden platforms. You need a door so you can get in and out, and you need a lighting source, and you need a table and one chair. So this is a complete room here, and that's why the nurse moved in. This room, I had the you put an empty bottle on top of this table, and then it becomes an alchemy table where you can make different stuff. And I don't have that much that I can make here. I can make a depth meter. Ooh. I think I'm gonna make that. It takes a lot of stuff though. Particularly gold, but I think that'll be worthwhile. So I'm gonna take one of these shackles out. So now it says that I'm 298 feet above sea level. So that may seem weird because I'm not that far above ground, but there's different, you know, there's mountains and all kinds of stuff in this world. So I'm gonna go to the shopkeeper, sell my shackle. Just gonna get rid of the cobwebs. I've got a ton of gel. Thankfully I can stack those. See, I don't know if I'm keeping my bow around because I found some cool arrows. But I haven't used it much because I've got a enchanted boomerang I found in a chest. Get rid of my wooden arrows though. They're not as... I mean, I've got enough flaming arrows and jester's arrows to take care of anything that I might need. Okay, so I think I've cleaned out a lot of stuff. Dynamite. Like a grenade, except huge. Alright, so it's nighttime up here. I've got a depth meter now. I'm gonna go out into the world and fight some nighttime creatures. So, like, here's a tree. I planted this one, actually, because I'd already chopped down whatever trees were here. So you do get acorns. So actually, I'm going to put my acorns out up here. Plant another tree. See, I built this house for the merchant, but the blood moon came, which is when the sky turns red at night, and that's when zombies can beat down your doors. And that's exactly what they did. They beat down my door, or they beat down the door on this house here, and killed the merchant. Thankfully he respawns, but I just got frustrated with that, so I made a bunch more rooms on my house. So I think I planted all these trees too. I'm gonna let them grow a little more. I'm just kind of journey out into the world more. So there's all kinds of caves. You know, I basically made the one that I just came up from, but this one is naturally occurring. What I did do was expand this horizontal here so that I could just get out and not have to climb over the top of that hill. Switch to the sword, so I'll be ready. Be ready come what may. Let's see, there's a zombie. I'll jump over him so I can get a little bit of an advantage. I believe my boomerang does more damage, but... let's see. Get one hit on him. 5. 5 is a boomerang. Oh yeah, look at that. And it glows, which means that it can help you see what's underground. So you can kind of tell what's behind there. It sends sparks underground. Woohoo, I missed. Oh. Come on. There we go. Ah, that's a lot of zombies.